Welcome all. Optional redemption dates. So when we say optional redemption dates, the time of the redemption is not fixed. That means it could be redeemed at any time. Suppose I will purchase one bond. We are talking about bonds now. Coupons, you see. Suppose we know one bond, okay, between two parties that is struck, then what will happen? The tenure is fixed, the term you can say 10 year, 15 year, 20 year, 5 year, it must be given. If you remember, maybe you are in the 4th or 5th class, every time, whenever you are solving a question from the bonds, the tenure, the term is fixed. If the term is not fixed, then that is called optional redemption date. That is optional. If you see this question here, what is written? A fixed interest stock with a coupon of 8% per annum, payable half yearly in arrears, can be redeemed at the option of the investor at any time between 10 and 15 years from the date of issue. Again, there is a concept of investor and borrower here. Okay, that will come. I'll go to that. What price should an investor subject to tax at 25% on income who wishes to obtain a net yield of at least 7% per annum pay for 100 nominal of this stock? This is the question. If you see here, the only thing that is different from whatever you have done is 10 to 15 years. And option is there with the investor. That you need to know. Okay. Suppose I'll plan something for you. I will say I can give you 10 to 15 classes. Okay, I can complete your course in the next to 15 classes. It could be 10 classes, 11 classes, 12 classes, 13, 14, 15. These are the options for you. I have to decide. That means I will keep option within me. I will take a decision. I'll let you know maybe after one day. So the option is with me. If you want to take the option, while I'm saying this, you can stop me and request, or you can ask me whether you could have the option or not. Now you would like to have the option, saying we have exams and all that. So we think 10 classes will be better. We don't want to extend it for 15 classes. Then maybe I will decide, I will give you, I'll introduce some weekday, whatever way possible, I will try to do it. That's a separate thing, how we'll do it. But now the option is there either with you or with me. There are two parties. All the time there are two parties. Now considering this scenario, you are the students, I'm the teacher, two parties. In this bond also, in this kind of a business, we have two parties. One is investor, one is borrower. Who is the investor? Who is the borrower? Suppose we talk about one bond paper. Okay, suppose I will go to the company, I will purchase the bond. I'm the investor or I'm the borrower? I'm investor. Okay, I'm investing my money because I will get papers and I will give money. Companies and the government, they issue bonds and shares to raise money from the market. They want money to do business. So they raise money from the market in the form of loans. Loans means bonds. Two types of loans. One is from loan schedule, that kind of a loan. And this is bond paper also loans. Okay, bonds means loans. The difference between loan schedule, whatever you must have studied, and this one is, there we don't have a redemption payment concept. Okay, suppose you take 50,000 and you have to pay in 5 installments. You have to pay in 5 installments. That's all. There is no last payment. Nothing called last payment, redemption payment. That is not there. Here, suppose I invest money and I purchase bond paper. Company will give me regular payments, yearly, half yearly, whatever is set there, and that amount, those amounts I will get, and finally I will get one that is called the redemption payment. In these problems, when it will be redeemed is not fixed now. In spite of that also, I'm ready to purchase. So how much price I should pay to purchase that? That is the question. Okay. So if you see, what is the price should an investor? I'm the investor now, subject to 25% tax on income, whatever income I get, because I'm purchasing the paper, I'm investing money, whatever income I get, I have to pay 25% tax on income. And I want to get a net yield of 7% per annum. Okay. So what price I'm ready to pay? And option here is of the investor. You see the second line, at the option of the investor at any time. So that is my option. Now I'm purchasing. Even the party, the borrower of money, he also agrees with this kind of a thing. So if I want, I can stop it at 10, or I can redeem it after 11 years or 12 years, 13 years, 14 years, 15 years. This is my choice because I'm the investor. In this question, okay, you will get questions where the option will be of the investor, of the borrower. Okay, if I change this one, the answer will change. Before some years, we had a lot of theory, but now no theory is required. Okay, those are deleted pages, it's not required. After 2012, they changed the syllabus actually. So now no such theory is required, you need to understand. But if you go through the literature, okay, you might get it a bit hard. So I made a table for you. Your life will be easier. Okay, just follow it and do the problem. Okay, but yeah, I'll show you what is that we need to do. Okay, see now, if you mark here, this is 0 and this is 10. Okay, 0 to 10. 10 is the least and 15 is the highest, you can say. So this is the nearest, this is the latest. Okay, nearest to 0, and this is the as late as possible. Latest means as late as possible. Whether I need to redeem here, if option is given to me, or here, it depends on me. Okay, and it's already proved, like I said, some pages were deleted. You don't need to know the proof here, you need to apply the concept. It's already proved that if you redeem here, if I redeem here as an investor or as a borrower, it doesn't matter. Okay, even if the option is of the borrower, if you redeem in these dates, this is not good for either party. So these will never happen. The only thing you need to decide as an investor or a borrower, if option is given to the borrower, you need to decide between 10 and 15. That's all. So you need to decide whether you need to redeem here or you need to redeem here. These are the two choices for you, because others are already not profitable to either party. They will not do that. Okay, so you can cancel all these dates. The only thing you need to decide is whether this one earliest or the latest. Something latest means this point. No, latest means as late as possible. We say this is latest mobile. Latest mobile means what? Latest mobile means out of all those mobiles, I'm talking about the phone, cell phones. Okay, we say mobile, that's a separate thing. So out of all those, this is the latest. Okay, latest means what? As late as possible. Okay, this is nearest to us, but this is latest. Okay, that way you need to interpret. So latest is not 10, latest is 15 here, earliest is 10. So you need to decide between 10 and 15. Now see, so if you take 10 years, how you need to decide, I will tell you. So again, another diagram. This is not profitable to either party. Not, this is not, this is not. Either your term will be 10 years. Once you know, you will be able to solve the problem. Now your problem is fixed, or it's 15. You need to decide between this and this. You need to decide between this and this. Okay. Now 15 years. How about the question? We're talking about 15 years. 10 to 15 years. Okay. This question, 10 to 15 years. So now it's not a 15-year one, maximum 15 years. That's why this diagram, okay, here, maximum 15 years. It could be 10 or 15. These are not profitable. I already discussed with you. So how to decide between 10 and 15 before doing the problem? This table you have to see. Now, first of all, you need to see option. Now, in this example, option is investor. Option is investor. If I change to borrower, then you need to go here, the second one. Okay. If the option is given to the investor, you have to choose between this and this. Okay, there are two choices. You have to check whether there is a capital gain or not. If there is a capital gain, okay, then this will be your answer. If there is a capital gain, this will be your answer. Earliest will be your answer. If there is a capital loss, latest will be your answer. If they talk about exact yield, again you have two columns. They are talking about at least minimum yield or exact yield. Okay, so if I say you, I'll give you 10K or at least 10K, there is a difference. At least 10K means it could be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100. 10K exact means 10K. There is a difference. Okay. So if in the question you see they talk about at least yield, you have to use this column. Exact yield, you have to use this column. Okay. The alternative to this I have not written. If you are finding yield, it will be at least yield. If you are pricing it, it will be maximum price. Whatever. When we talk about the price, it should be maximum. Talk about the yield, it should be at least yield. Okay. So then you have to use the last column. But we don't write this in the table. If you want, you can edit. So you need to decide one column. Then see in red, you see the answers. Suppose you decided this column. Okay. Your answer will be either this one or this one. If option is given to the investor, if option is given to the borrower, again, you have to check whether there is a capital gain or capital loss. You know how to test for capital gain, the same formula. And if there is a capital gain, answer will be this one. If there is a capital loss, answer will be this one. Okay. So two choices. You need to check whether there is a capital gain or not. Okay. That is the only thing you need to do. If there is a capital gain, now coming back to this question, this is not required. Option is investor. This is given. And also, we'll take last column. I'll show you that. See this question? At least 7% per annum. At least yield you want. Minimum 7% you want. Okay. So that means we'll go here. At least yield. We'll choose this column. We'll choose this column. Okay. We'll not use this column at all. Forget about this column. Okay. You just remember this column. This column. From this column, how many choices you have? You have 4. You have to choose either the first one or the second one, third one, fourth one. But again, in this problem, we are talking about investor. So now we have only 2 choices. Okay. This is not, this is not. So we have 2 choices. We'll take from the last column. It will be either latest or earliest. It will depend on whether there is a capital gain or capital loss. So if you decide whether there is a capital gain, and if you see that there is a capital gain, we'll take latest. Latest means 15 here, 10 to 15. And if there is a capital loss, it will be earliest 10 here. And once it's decided, it's 10 or 15, you can do the problem. The same problem, whatever way you are supposed to do, you have to do in the same way. That's all. So let's go back to the problem and check whether there is a capital gain or not. Now 10 to 15 years, we don't know. Okay. We'll draw the line, number line later. But remember, 8% per annum payable half yearly in area. 8% per annum payable half yearly in area given. And income tax is given 25%. There is a capital gain or not. How can you test? Yeah, D upon R you can write, not a problem. There is nothing about redemption value. Not given means you have to take the nominal one. Okay. It's not given means that it's considered at par. By default, it's at par. At par means par value with the nominal. 100 nominal you purchase, so we'll take 100. That's all. Don't worry about that. If 110 is given, 110%, then you have to take 110. So what is R here? Who can answer what is R? See, if you want, you can take 0.8. Okay. And you can take 0.100. But yeah, if you want, you can take this way also. I don't mind. If you take 8 divided by 100, that's fine. Ultimately, it will be 8 divided by 100. Again, remember, D is the total coupons in a year. It doesn't matter. It's payable twice a year, 4 times a year, 12 times a year, once a year. These total coupons in a year. Okay. And this P is 2 here. So it's like 4 half year, 4 like every half year. So you have to check whether I2, because P is 2 here, twice a year, is greater than 1 minus T1, 0.25, 8 divided by 100. What is I2? What is I2 here? Given 7%, right? 0.07. From that, you have to find I2. I is given 0.07. You have to find I2. What is I2 corresponding to I 7%? 0.0688. It's close to 7%. 0.0688 greater than 1 minus, this is 0.75 multiplied by this 0.6. So this is correct. Okay. This is correct means there is a capital gain. This is what you needed to test. Okay. There is a capital gain. Now go to the table. Now we have this one, we have this one. Okay. You can make your path this way. Okay. Here to here. Then this will not see. Okay. This column will not see. So directly go here from here to here. So latest means 15. We'll accept 15. Go here. And now what you can do is you can insert 1 and you write 15. Okay. this is 15 now. Okay, starting from here, it will be 15. 0, I can write 1 here, then 15. I should check once, okay? See, 15, okay? 15, that's all. So now it's normal problem. The only thing you had to decide was 10 or 15 because that was not decided before. Now, how can you price? You can write 8 in 1 year, payable twice a year, that way. So 4 here, 4 here, it will continue. And you have to price it, okay? Now that the term is fixed, it's a normal problem. P is equal to 8, A15, 2, plus 100. Nothing is given means the redemption value is 100, okay? 100 V power 15. But yeah, we forgot that tax also, 0.75. So you have to write P is 0.75 because 25% tax, okay, you have to pay 83. This is 91.83, okay? So the purchase price is 91.83. So if you are able to understand this one, this kind of a question, if you do, you will get 15 marks in the exam. See this question. We'll solve this one here. Be with me. Read the question. An investor purchases 100 nominal of a fixed interest stock, which pays coupon of 7% per annum half yearly in area. Same kind of question. That was 8%, here 7%. The stock is redeemable at par, again same 100. It can be redeemed at the option of the investor at any time between 5 to 10. Instead of 10 to 15, we have 5 to 10. The investor is subject to tax at a rate of 40%. 25% was given, here 40%. No capital gain tax was there. Here we have capital gain tax. Doesn't matter. Anyway, we have solved these kind of problems. The only thing you need to decide is whether you need to take 5 or 10. As I already mentioned you, in between points are irrelevant. Okay. Calculate the price that the investor should pay in order to obtain a net yield of at least 6% per annum. So the question is 90% same. Okay. This one, at least. So we'll go to the last column. 6% will use, that's fine. I will use 6%, that's a separate thing, but at least we use exactly or at least in the table if you see. And we'll see here between 5 to 10, okay? Because you have to take either 5 or 10. This one also you need to see. Now we have to see the option. Option is given to whom? Check where option is given. Here, right? Investor. So option is given to the investor. That means we'll use this table. See, option is given to the investor. Again, the first row. I mean, first two rows, one of them. We don't know whether there is a capital gain or loss. And we'll go to the last column. So answer will be latest or earliest. Even in any case, latest or earliest, but we'll see only first two rows. Now, we screened only first two rows, this one or this one. Okay. And last column, that means this one or this one. Instead of 10, 15, I will write 5, 10. 5, 10. Okay. I have to use earliest means 5, latest means as late as possible, that is 10. I need to decide between these two. Okay. So for that, I have to see the last column. I have to check this one, take this one or this one. So for that, I will have to check for capital gain. Okay. Then we'll do the problem. So there is capital gain or not, we'll check now. Combine. To check for capital gain, I have to check whether IP. Okay. Oh, I can write. That's not bad. It's very bad. For that, we'll see I2 again, greater than 1 minus T1 G. G is equal to D upon R. D is the total that is 7%. Divided by R, D divided by R, 100. Okay. So this side we know 0.07 and 1 minus T1, 40%. So we write 0.60, 0.07. Okay. Please find that. And corresponding to I 6%, you have to find I2. Tell me what is I2. For I 6%, what is
0.
What is I2?
0.0591, then goes on like that.
Okay, 0.59. How about this? You find this one also.
It's 0.042.
Yeah, 6742, 0.4042. So there is a capital gain. So again, we'll take the latest one. You see the latest one, capital gain. There is a capital gain. That means first row, latest one. So 10 will take. So let me take 10 here. Okay. So my number line will be this. So now things are fixed. Now things are fixed. I have a number line like this where I have to take 10. 10 is the latest one. So let me write 0 to 10 here. 0, 10. Okay. I have to price it. And also bonus for you. I can do coloring for you. Okay. Now also will introduce this way so that you will know that there are half year payments. All those things I can do. Now let me write here P. P is equal to, for 10 years it's 7. Okay. Tax is there 40%. So 0.40. Then 1 minus T1, that will be 60%. Okay. Let me directly write 0.60. 0.60. Then 7, 8 and 2. I don't think you will disagree with me. Plus 100 V10. Up to this, it's fine. There is a capital gain tax also 25%. Okay. So if there is a capital gain, yes, there is a capital gain. So you have to pay 25% tax here. So 25% on capital gain. What is your capital gain here? Yes, Tanvi, what is capital gain here? Quick.
25%.
What? What is capital gain here? Tanvi's friend. What is capital gain here? Anyone? Palak, what is capital gain here? Sai Priya, what is capital gain here? Rosin? Who else can answer? Yakshita, I forgot you. You there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me, what is capital gain here? Palak?
Yes, sir.
Yes, what is capital gain here? This comes from solving problems. Okay. So many classes are not required. You have to every day, you have to, like you said, half an hour or 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever you have to spend. If classroom sessions are available, that's fine. Okay. Otherwise also you can decide time 2 hours. Okay. Evening time, you can sit. Okay. And I'll give you problems, 3 problems you have to do, and we can meet that half an hour to discuss some days. Okay. At least alternative days. And we'll have classes on weekends. I'll share the videos. Okay. Like you asked me to send everything. I counted there are 30 videos per part 2. That's all. 30 videos if you want. Total 20 hours. In 20 hours, you can complete. You want 10 hours, you do in 2 days. That's all. Don't worry about that. Okay. If you, what is not possible? People go to Everest. Okay. So how difficult that is? We're not going to Mars, right? So it's up to you. According to your desire, whatever way you want, you get it. That's all. With all sorrow sufferings, okay, that is there with everyone. But people get it. Okay. So now you are unable to answer. You know the reason why? Tell me what is the reason, Palak? Why you are unable to answer?
I have practiced less
Yes.
questions.
So it's all about practice, okay? Problems you need to practice. I know you have done these kind of problems, but you forgot. Even I'm telling you, believe me, by the time you will go to the higher papers, you will forget all these things. Then when you join the company, whenever required, whatever is required, you have to find that. Even for the higher papers, whatever is required, normally we say go back to your CS1 or CM1, you do that and then come here. So this is natural, okay? There is nothing to feel about it. Initially with everyone this happens, okay? The first 2 to 3 months, okay, normally you practice. I mean, in CS1 also fundamentals you have to do. Again, very important, those who never studied CS1, some initial 10 classes are very important, otherwise you will not understand part 2. Fortunately, I called every one of you to the CS1 class and you attended. It's another thing. Tanvi and Hemangi, optionally they stopped attending classes. Then what happened? They said no, they thought it's not required anyway. Why to attend those CS1 classes? They thought that way and they stopped. They took their decision themselves. And I also forgot to call Rosin and Cypria. And Palak, already you have done it. Okay, like CS1 you studied, so for you there won't be any problem. Yakshita also, I think she attended some classes. I have sent some videos. So at least in this group, I don't think anyone has problem. Even whatever number of classes you must have joined, CS1 classes, those will help you. That is the extra. See, what is the prerequisite for part 2? The initial 5, 7, 10 videos, 5, 7 videos also sufficient. Okay. And plus annuities knowledge once again, okay, and a bit of knowledge about the life insurance products and all that, and all are similar, okay. Initially when you start doing things are similar. It's so interesting that you will feel like flying in the sky, swimming in the river, but swimming the river also a bit difficult, okay. What is capital gain? Suppose you purchase this property and you sell it here, that is called capital gain, that's all. Suppose you purchase at 80, you sell it at 90 or 105, suppose. There is a capital gain. Capital gain of how much? 25. 25 is capital gain. That's all. If I change it to 95, capital gain will be 5. If I change it to 95, capital gain will be 15. If I change it to 75, then there is no capital gain, even capital loss, you can say. If P is not given, how can you know there is a capital gain or not? If this is not given, how can you know there is a capital gain or not? If you know this, that's fine. If it's not given, how can you know there is a capital gain or not? Palak, if this is not given, how can you know there is a capital gain or not?
Sir, using that formula.
Yes, that's where we need use the formula. So at least we know that there is a capital gain here in this problem. We checked it. But what is the capital gain? We don't know. We know the redemption value. We know the purchase price P. We don't know the capital gain amount, but we know that there is a capital gain. We know that there is a capital gain. The only thing is we don't know that the amount is X. We have no idea about that. Okay. So if you don't have any idea about the capital gain, you don't know P, but P is less than 100 because we tested for capital gain and it was satisfied. So we know P is less than 100, but what is P? We don't know. Okay. We don't know P, so we don't know capital gain. But in terms of P, I can write 100 minus P is the capital gain. P is less than 100. We have already tested. And V power 10 you need to write. So again, this is not a new problem. What was new is using the table. But once this 10 is there, this is not a new problem at all. So then what you can do is P is equal to 0.42. 0.6 you multiply by 0.7, that is 0.42. You write 8 and 2, and then you write 100 V10. See, I is given 6%. Okay, you can use that, and you can find all this whatever I've written. 100 V10 here. Here capital gain tax I forgot to write, so let me add that one here. There is a tax on capital gain. Suppose P finally you will get 95. There is a capital gain of 5. But you are paying the tax, so you have to write minus. The tax is given 25%, 0.25. This much tax you need to pay, and the present value for that you need to write V10. So now 0.25 of 100, okay, that is 25% of 100. That is 1/4 of 100. That is 25. 20 minus, so let me write minus 25 V power 10. We can find this one as well. Okay. The last one is plus 0.25 P V10. So you won't get P directly. You take this term to the left. Okay, then you take P common, 1 minus 0.25 V10. This you can find because you know I and V. I is this given. Okay, so you know this, and right hand side all you can evaluate using calculator. This could be A. Now P will be equal to A divided by 1 minus 0.25 V power 10. Whatever it is, you'll be able to find it. Okay, this will be your answer. So now you have to answer this question. Loan means bond. You don't worry. Okay, loan schedule questions are different. You'll be able to understand. There won't be any problem. So this one you have to see 10 to 15. Okay, this one you need to mark. What else you need to mark? Nominal amount is given. Interest rate quarterly in arrear at 8% per annum. Capital is to be redeemed at 105% on a coupon date between 15 to 20 years. Redemption being at the option of the borrower. See this one. An investor who is liable to income tax is 40%, capital gain 30%, wishes to purchase the entire bond at the date of issue. Calculate the price he should pay to ensure a net effective yield of at least 6% per annum. So now borrower, okay? Remember, it's borrower. What else you have? Option is given. Nominal amount is changed. Okay, this is changed. How many things we need to remember here? The option is given to the borrower. This is one. The second one is there is a capital gain. And the third one is net effective yield of at least given, at least 6%. Okay. Now let's go to the last column. At least, so we don't need this one. Okay, we'll start this way. So this one will take this column because at least yield, we are talking about at least yield. Out of 4, we have to choose borrower given. So we'll not consider first and second. Okay, we'll cross these two. So we need to check whether this one is correct or this one is correct. From these two, we need to check. Borrower option is there. You are saying capital gain. So capital gain means it will be latest. Okay. So that means here we are talking about how many years? 15 to 20. So we will take 20. So this is 0. This is 20. Now tell me what is P? You have taken for 100 nominal or whole nominal, whatever given.
100 nominal.
Okay. So P is price per 100 nominal. Okay. So let me write coupons here. 8%. Okay. 105, 8%. So tax is 40%, 0.40. That means 0.60 I will get. And 8, is it okay? Then 105 V20 minus 105 minus P V20. There is a capital gain tax of 30%. So 0.3. Answer will be for 100 nominal 3 zeros. Okay. 3 zeros you have to write finally. So final answer will be 30 extra, right? 100 nominal we have taken. 100 nominal. So yeah, 3 zeros. So this will be our final answer. This is the price for 100 nominal. Now we have nominal 100,000 nominal. Okay. This amount you purchase. If one paper is 100, okay, this is one paper price. But you purchase this amount. So how many papers? We have 1,000 papers. So for each paper, it will be P. So 1,000 P will be the answer. You have to solve this question to get P. That's all.